Snowlight trembling on the bedroom wall. Tiny rivers drifting from the street. Your coat is hanging, dripping forest air. Pine and frost still clinging to its leaves. You're lying with your socks half off on the bed, telling stories with your hands instead of words you never said. There's snowlight on the bedroom wall, quiet proof we walk through all those whispering trees and silver turns to night. Every shadow, small and tall, moves like branches when you fall. Slowly into sleep beside my side. If the world forgets it all, I will watch the snowlight crawl, keeping every memory alive. Steam is curling from the mugs beside our books, pages breathing in the cooling air. Your hair still sparkles with a trace of melted sky, like the forest left a lantern there. I can hear your breathing settling into time, soft and steady like the rhythm of our climb. There's snowlight on the bedroom wall, quiet proof we walk through all those whispering trees and silver turns to night. Every shadow, small and tall, moves like branches when you fall. Slowly into sleep beside my side. If the world forgets it all, I will watch this snowlight crawl, keeping every memory alive. If next winter finds us in another kind of room, with another kind of window under some unfamiliar moon, I will close my eyes and feel all the pines and all the cold, and the way your mittened hand made my frightened fingers bold. There's snowlight on the bedroom wall, fading softer as we fall underneath the blankets and the years. Every forest, every street, every lantern at our feet gathers in the corner of your tears. When the night is almost gone and the white begins to dull, I will still be holding on to the snowlight in my skull. Snowlight on the bedroom wall, turning all our quiet into gold. Snow hangs heavy in the branches overhead. We stand so quiet where the forest opens wide. Your coat is shaking, little diamonds on my sleeves. I feel your heartbeat trying not to hide. Every distant sound is folded into white. Even time forgets to move tonight. Snowfall between our shoulders, pouring down like a secret we both keep. In the hush of frozen clover, you pull me closer, breathing slow and deep. If the world grows cold and older, let it fade beyond this line of trees. Snowfall between our shoulders, you're the only warmth I ever need. Footprints tremble in a crooked little line. We lost the pathway, but we never lost the glow. Your laughing breath is drawing circles in the air, melting every sharp edge of the snow. Every distant sound is folded into white. Even worries lose their shape tonight. Snowfall between our shoulders, pouring down like a secret we both keep. In the hush of frozen clover, you pull me closer, breathing slow and deep. If the world grows cold and older, let it fade beyond this line of trees. Snowfall between our shoulders, you're the only warmth I ever need. Let the branches break, let the sky come falling down. We could disappear, no one else will hear a sound. If tomorrow comes and it tries to take this scene, I will still feel all this white, sleeping softly in between. Snowfall between our shoulders, every flake is a promise in the air. In a forest growing colder, I only see your eyes still shining there. If the night grows dark and older, we will hide beneath these leaning pines. Snowfall between our shoulders holds your heartbeat gently over mine. First step, cold path, quiet air around our knees. Trees leaning like they remember who we are. Your hand slips under mine inside my sleeve. Suddenly the frost doesn't reach that far. Our voices float like tiny sparks above the white. keep my soft footprints in your hands. Every step we take rewrites the land. Snow is drawing silver lines through the spaces of our plans. In this forest made of white and silent stands, I keep my soft footprints in your hands. Breath clouds bloom and fade between our lips. You tilt your hat to hide a bashful smile. Somewhere in the distance hum the town and trains, but here the world is pausing for a while. All the roads we feared are buried in the snow. Only one small path is left to know. I keep my soft footprints in your hands. Every step we take rewrites the land. Snow is drawing silver lines through the spaces of our plans. In this forest made of white and silent stands, I keep my soft footprints in your hands. If the morning sun comes out and washes every trail away, I will still remember how your fingers traced my name that day. If the wind decides to hide everything we try to leave, I will feel you walking by my side in every quiet breath I breathe. I keep my soft footprints in your hands. Let the future fall like shining sand. Even when the seasons turn and we're standing different lands. In this memory of wide and open stands, I'll keep my soft footprints. I'll keep my soft footprints in your hands. Dusk is dripping through the branches overhead, blue and violet pooling in the snow. Every step we leave behind us softly shines like a line of candles in a row. We don't need a compass or a map tonight. Our shadows are the arrows in the light. Lanterns in our footsteps, glowing where we used to stand. Little pools of golden breath scattered through this silver land. If the forest closes in and the stars forget to show, lanterns in our footsteps will be all we need to know. Your arm is threaded through my crooked sleeve. We share a pocket just to save our hands. Snow keeps floating in a slow, forgiving dance, covering the marks we never planned. Even Even when the path we made begins to fade, I still see the light from choices that we made. Lanterns in our footsteps, glowing where we used to stand. Little pools of golden breath scattered through this silver land. If the forest closes in and the stars forget to show, lanterns in our footsteps will be all we need to know. Someday we'll return when the branches all are green, looking for the trail we once painted on this scene. Even if it's gone, we will feel it in our chest. Every glowing print we left, still alive inside our steps. Lanterns in our footsteps, fading slowly into night, but the warmth that lit them up stays forever in our sight. If the road divides in two and we're unsure where to go, I will walk beside of you, letting every memory glow. Lanterns in our footsteps, leading us through falling snow. You say nothing as the snow begins to fall.
Hands in pockets, shoulders brushing, that is all.
Street lamps drawing halos in your hair.
I pretend I do not notice, but I stare. You step closer just to dodge a passing car,
But your coat stays near me even when it's far.
every footprint that we leave is soft and slow, like a question neither one of us will show. We don't talk about it, but the air already knows. Every breath between us rides the quiet of the snow. We're sharing the quiet snow, letting all the city glow fade into a distant gentle light. Side by side and in between, all the words we've never seen float above these little steps tonight. If we never say it loud, still our shadows seem to grow, walking close and slow, sharing the quiet snow. You make jokes about the ice beneath your feet,
But you watch my balance more than watching yours.
when I slip your arm is ready like it knew, catching me before I even feel the floor.
You just laugh and shake the frost out of your sleeve, hide your cheeks behind a scarf of faded blue.
I pretend the red is only to show how our feelings grow, sharing the quiet snow. If the clouds could speak, they'd whisper what I feel. If the moon leaned in, it might make this dream real together. But we only have this street and the echo of our feet, and the snow that keeps our every border sealed. Last sharing the quiet snow, nothing anyone will know, just a gentle distance closing in. Maybe someday down the line we will name this fragile sign, laughing at how careful we have been. But tonight we let it stay, soft and wordless as we go, two hearts moving slow, sharing the quiet snow. Sharing the quiet snow. The city's colors have been washed away, leaving in the shadows where the blue can play. The curtain fabric heavy on my hand, the softest texture in this winterland. A low lamp glows beside the booth where we sit, sharing the quiet, warm and perfectly knit. It's velvet midnight blue wrapping around the sound, where the sweetest, darkest melody is found. The singer's voice is soft against the cold, a gentle story meant to be retold. The deep bass line is walking slow and low, nowhere to be, nowhere else to go. The saxophone is breathing deep and slow, a quiet rhythm that the heart will know. I close my eyes and feel the notes descend on every tired thought that needs to end. This perfect darkness, broken by the gleam, a quiet comfort in a waking dream. It's velvet midnight blue wrapping around the sound, where the sweetest, darkest melody is found. The singer's voice is soft against the cold, a gentle story meant to be retold. The deep bass line is walking slow and low, nowhere to be, nowhere else to go. Just the music and the texture of the night, turning every worry into soft blue light. I'll stay right here until the final bar, is exactly where we are. Midnight blue, so smooth.
Your scarf is wrapped around my neck and yours. One long ribbon stitching us in place. I feel your pulse through all the knitted threads. Tiny drums beneath your blushing face. Outside the branches, riding ice across the sky. Inside this circle, even storms walk by. There's a heartbeat under wool, steady, quiet, kind and full, counting out the seconds of this snow. Every layer, every fold keeps a gentle story told, whispering the things we never show. If the night is harsh and cruel, I will lean into that lull, listening to your heartbeat under wool. Frost tries to climb the zipper of your coat, finds our fingers laced and slips away. Your breath draws halos on my collarbone, fading slow but never gone all the way. Every little shiver makes me hold you tight, turning all this freezing into light. There's a heartbeat under wool, steady, quiet, kind and full, counting out the seconds of this snow. Every layer, every fold keeps a gentle story told, whispering the things we never show. If the night is harsh and cruel, I will lean into that lull, listening to your heartbeat under wool. If the seasons peel away all the clothes that keep us warm, will I still be brave enough to hold you through the storm? Yes, because I learned your song through the fabric and the cold, in the rhythm that was knocking on my chest when we were bold. There's a heartbeat under wool, still as fragile, still as full, guiding me through every drift we walk. When the snow forgets to fall and the trees stand bare and tall, I will hear it in our evening talk. to your heartbeat under. This is the last turn in the snow. Branches thin and distant houses start to glow. You slow your steps and tug my sleeve, like you're not quite ready yet to go. Every frozen breath hangs heavy in the air, like a quiet question asking, were we really there? One more circle, one more line, draw our shadows through the pines. Let the evening take it slow on this last turn in the snow. If tomorrow rushes in with its clocks and busy skin, we'll remember how it felt on this last turn in the snow. Your boot prints cross the ones we left before. We're looping back through all our favorite scenes. Here's the tree that shook its diamonds on your hair. Here's the hill that caught our clumsy dreams. Every little place is humming with our names, like the forest learned the rhythm of our games. One more circle, one more line, draw our shadows through the pines. Let the evening take it slow on this last turn in the snow. If tomorrow rushes in with its clocks and busy skin, we'll remember how it felt on this last turn in the snow. Let the path run out, let the footprints blur, and then we can take the long way round. If it keeps us at this end, all the streets and all the lights can be patient for a while. I just want your mittened hand and this almost goodbye smile. One more circle, one more line, holding on to borrowed time. Let the evening whisper low on this last turn in the snow. When the morning starts again and we're lost in other plans, I will feel the gentle pull of this last turn in the snow. You tap the branch with your woolen glove. Snow comes crashing like a quiet little wave. It spills in diamonds down your laughing face. You pretend to pout, but you never try to save. All our careful plans are buried in the white. Foolish joy is shining in this light. There's laughing snow on your coat, every flake a tiny note in the song you're singing with your eyes. We lose the path, lose the time, but your fingers lock in mine. Draw a map that never really dies. If the world forgets our names, let it blur behind these oaks. I just need this little frame and the laughing snow on your coat. You chase my footsteps with a crooked line. I turn around and you stumble into me. We fall together in a pillow of cold. but the space between our hearts stays free. Every breath we take is warmer than before. Every fall just pulls us closer to the floor. There's laughing snow on your coat, every flake a tiny note in the song you're singing with your eyes. We lose the path, lose the time, but your fingers lock in mine. Draw a map that never really dies. If the world forgets our names, let it blur behind these oaks. I just need this little frame and the laughing snow on your coat. Let the cold run wild, let the sky turn silver gray. We're a foolish child of a once-in-a-winter day. If tomorrow comes with its tidy little roads, I will still be finding stars in the snow upon your coat. There's laughing snow on your coat, and the forest sings along. Every flake a fragile note in our quiet winter song. If the years escape like steam from a faded midnight train, I will close my eyes and dream of your coat and snow again on your coat. Steam is painting little clouds between our hands. Two warm circles on the table, side by side.
You are tracing idle figures in the glass, watching snowflakes melt before they have to hide.
I pretend to read the headline on my phone, but I'm counting every fleck upon your sleeve.
There's a quiet in this room I've never known, like the world stepped out and asked us both to breathe.
We talk about the weather
And the bus is running late, but something in the silence holds a different kind of weight. Two mugs, one window, gentle winter in our laps. Every word is moving slow, taking long and careful steps. If there's something more to say, we can let it softly grow in the rising of the steam from these two mugs, one window.
You describe a dream you had the other night, getting lost beneath a bridge of frozen rain.
I just listen, adding sugar to your cup, watching how you smile when I don't ask for change. a song we heard the year before. Hum a line, then lose the rest along the way. But the melody is hanging in your eyes, and I hear the meaning more than what you say. We talk about the movie that your friend said we should see, but somewhere in the pauses there's a softer you and me. Two mugs, one window, gentle winter in our laps. Every word is moving slow, taking long and careful steps. If there's something more to say, we can let it softly grow in the rising of the steam from these two mugs, one window.
If I reach across this table,
touch the sleeve that holds your hand,
would the snow outside fall faster?
would the clock stand the stand?
If I say your name more softly,
like a secret I might keep,
would you lean a little closer?
or just smile and take a sip?
We can leave the door unopened, we can stay right where we are,
letting every tiny gesture
draw the distance not too
far. Pooling on the glass. Every sentence that we throw lets another moment pass. If tomorrow asks us why we were glowing in this glow, we will point to where we sat. Two mugs, one window. Let the city fade away, let the quiet music flow. I am almost saying stay in this two mugs, one window.
Under the whispering pines, you're the only sound I hear tonight. Snow shakes loose from the needles overhead. We jump and laugh as it falls around our shoes. Your mitts and brushes, the freckles on my cheek, turning all this quiet gray to blues. The world outside is somewhere past these trees. Here it's just your breath and mine in the breeze. Under the whispering pines, you're the only sound I hear. Every branch drops silver lines, but your arms keep me clear. In the hush of winter time, when the sky forgets its light, under the whispering pines, your heartbeat is my favorite night. Snow prints circle like a clumsy little dance. We spin in place till the forest starts to sway. Your woolen scarf writes a story on my chin, telling me you're never walking far away. The city hum is fading like a dream, only crackling frost and low saxophone steam. dream under the whispering pines. You're the only sound I hear. Every branch drops silver lines, but your arms keep me clear. In the hush of winter time, when the sky forgets its light, under the whispering pines, your heartbeat is my favorite night. Let the needles talk, let them tell the moon we're here. We don't need a map, we just follow what we feel. If the snow grows deep and the path just disappears, I will lean into your chest and still hear you crystal clear. And under the whispering pines, you're the only song I know. Every echo that I find starts and ends inside your glow. When the forest closes tight and the stars are out of sight, under the whispering pines, your heartbeat is my winter light. We step out from the whispering trees onto pavement where the streetlights start to bloom. Windows flicker, little fires in the dark. Everyone a tiny waiting room. Snow is softer here between the cars and doors, but our forest still is clinging to our cores. Window fires and quiet streets, lamps are humming low and sweet. Somewhere dinner plates are clinking time. We stand right outside the glow, shaking forests from our coats, holding on to one last winter line. If the night begins to fade and the warmth pulls us inside, I will still feel your hand on these quiet city strides. We pass a porch where someone's laughter spills. Golden shadows dance against the wall. You lean your shoulder gently into mine, like you're answering a far-off call. I can hear our footsteps echo on the stone, two small rhythms that refuse to walk alone. Window fires in quiet streets, lamps are humming low and sweet. Somewhere dinner plates are clinking time. We stand right outside the glow, shaking forests from our coats, holding on to one last winter line. If the night begins to fade and the warmth pulls us inside, I will still feel your hand on these quiet city strides. Maybe someday when we pass through this corner once again, we will see another pair tracing shadows where we've been. We'll be older, we'll be fine, but our hearts will softly burn, thinking of the forest light waiting just beyond this turn. Window fires and quiet streets, breathing in our tangled beats. Every glowing frame invites us home. We will step beyond the snow. Let the doors close soft and slow. Yet the forest follows where we roam. When the winter's out of reach and the sidewalks all are dry, I will search these quiet streets for the echo of